Let's go ahead and do the last page. Find the x and y intercept. So we'll put 0. That's the x-intercept. Then let's solve it for y. And there's the y-intercept. Find the intercepts again. So we'll put 0 for y. I'll distribute the 2. We'll simplify the 3 and the 14. Subtract the 17. Divide by 2. That was the x-intercept. For the y-intercept, all we have to do is distribute, and we saw that the number we got after we distributed was 17. That's the y-intercept. Because if we put 0 for x, that's just going to make this 2 times x to be 0. So y equals 17, which means 0, 17. Find the maximum value of this within this domain. So this is kind of like that question from, I think, 2 days ago, where from 3 to 8 is what we're looking at. We're looking at from 3 to 8. What is the highest y in that area? It's going to depend on one of these two numbers. So we just have to plug in both of these values and see what happens. H of 3 is 39 plus 7. H of 8 is, I think I need to write that one down. 104 plus 7 is 111. And this one makes 46. Which one's the maximum? 111. The maximum value was 111. What is the range when x is between 2 and 6? The range means what is the lowest y and what is the highest y. The lowest one is 0. The highest one is 4. Y is between 4, and it can be equal to these or 0. It's between 0 and 4. Write the slope-intercept equation. So you'll find the slope by subtracting the y's, subtracting the x's. You get 1. Y is equal to the slope times x plus b. Then we'll plug in one of the y's. I'm going to plug in this. 1 for y, 2 for x. We'll subtract the 2. We get negative 1 equals b. So y is equal to 1x minus 1, or just put x minus 1. Here's the formula for Celsius. Solve it for Fahrenheit. The first thing you'd want to do is change this 5/9 so that it looks a little bit better as a fraction. Then we'll multiply by whatever number gets rid of the 5/9. So let's multiply by 9/5. Finally, all we have to do is add the 32 to the left. And you're done. What is the value of f of 4? It's 0. Write a line that's parallel, so keep the same slope. Change the y-intercept. G of x, which is equal to the parent function. The parent function is f of x equals x, and then we want to shift up. So all we're going to do is do a plus 3. And then After you add that plus 3, then you're not doing f of x anymore. Now you're doing g of x. G of x is equal to f of x plus 3. But f of x is the same thing as x, so we're just going to do x plus 3, which is what I wrote the first time. And that's the end of the review. I do want you to check your answers, but make sure you go back through this again. You can do any of these on your own. All sorts of these questions are going to show up on the test. The only ones that won't necessarily happen are like you won't have to solve something as difficult as number 49. A question like 49, they wouldn't put something that's that difficult, but pretty much everything else, 52, that could happen. Pretty much any of these can happen on your semester test. So be ready for it.